Our first guest tonight is an Emmy-winning actor who spent more time in a cloak than Obi-Wan Kenobi. Season 5 of The Handmaid's Tale premieres tomorrow on Hulu. Please say hello to Elisabeth Moss. You look fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
It's
nice
good
to
see you.
be here with you.
It's nice to have you here. I always enjoy having you here.
I love being here. You're a really nice guy.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You were not at the Emmys last night, correct?
I was not.
What was your first year at the Emmys? Do you remember that experience?
Yeah, I do, because it was my first year at the Emmys, which
Right.
was obviously very exciting. And I've been a few times since then, but the first year, you know, was for Mad Men, first season, and
That's
no,
right.
you know, it was, yeah. It was a nice little show, and I was very excited. It was very, you know, all these famous people, and we were nominated. It was really cool, and I got all dressed up, and I had this really sparkly gown. I got my hair and makeup done, and I got there. It was overwhelming and great, and I felt really cool and felt sort of like fancy and special. And then comes the great equalizer, which is the red carpet, or the great unequalizer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my picture taken. This is so great. And I ended up next to Jennifer Lopez. And understandably, they were far more interested in taking photographs of Jennifer Lopez.
They can be very mean on the red carpet, can't they?
And I was sort of immediately so humbled and just kind of like sneaking around her and being like, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. I swear I'm invited.
Well, at least it was Jennifer Lopez, right? I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
I'd take photos of her too. I get it.
You, The Handmaid's Tale was renewed for a 6th and final season, which I wonder if, I assume you know what's going to happen, right?
I do.
Yeah, okay. Does everybody in the cast know, or they just pick certain people to tell? They don't. And then do the other cast members pester you trying to find out?
No one's asked. No one's
asked.
interested. No, I do know how it ends. I don't know everything, but I do know kind of the idea of what we're going for.
You directed the first 2 episodes of the season. Had you directed before?
Only on the show, and then on this other Apple show that I did, Shining Girls. But my first time directing was on The Handmaid's Tale on season 4. I hadn't even done like a short film or a student film or anything like that. And my first time directing was, you know, in front of like millions of people who were gonna see it.
And not only that, but your coworkers who are you used to being, you're one of the team, and now you're the coach.
Yeah, and they're all really good, and they're all really experienced, and all of a sudden I'm directing them, which was terrifying. And when you start directing, you have to join the DGA, the Directors Guild of America, and you've got to fill out an application. You got to go to a class. You have to actually like do it. It's for real.
Wow.
You take it seriously, which is good. And you have to fill out this application. You have to get people to sign it. Like people in the DGA who are, you know, respected have to sign it. You may not get in. You know?
Really?
Yeah, like not everyone is accepted, I guess. So I was really nervous because I had already had the job. I was gonna direct on the show and I didn't know if I was in the DGA. So I had Steve Zalen sign, who, if you don't know, is an incredible writer, director, very respected, very intelligent and cerebral and just a genius. And the other person that I got was someone I'd recently worked with who I was gonna go meet up with at a bar, which was Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi, yeah.
Taika
right.
Waititi, yeah, exactly. And I was like, I'm gonna bring my application and I'm gonna get him to sign it.
At the bar?
At the bar. I'm shameless.
And all he has to do is sign? He doesn't have to write a testimonial of some kind?
No, he doesn't have to do anything but sign.
Oh, okay.
Except Taika's Taika, and he decided to do a little extra, like, sort of doodle on the application, which was, I felt, inappropriate. And I thought...
What did he draw? Okay, I guess we can figure out what he drew.
I can't tell you. But I thought, oh my God, I'm not gonna get into the DGA because Taika's totally screwed me. They're not gonna accept me.
The better result would have been him being thrown out of the DGA as a result of...
I think he just won the Oscar. So I think it was okay.
Wow, that's pretty funny.
I know, I did get in, everything was fine.
That's good. That's good news. So one of the villains on the show, one of the really most despicable villains of all time on any show is Joseph Fiennes, who, and you know, I don't want to ruin it. I'll let you ruin anything you want for those who have not caught up. But they should be caught up at this point.
Yes, absolutely. Or catch up. You have time. But
Yeah.
Joseph Fiennes plays Commander Fred Waterford, who, if you know anything about the show, he basically is like my kind of owner and does horrible things to me. And he also is one of the like guys who runs the place. So he's really bad. And at the end of season 4, me and a bunch of my cronies, my other gals, sort of ripped him apart with our bare hands.
Yeah, in a very satisfying death.
Very satisfying, not for him, but satisfying for us.
And Joseph then, so then there's this like dead body, rubber dead body. Rubber or what is it made
like
of?
Yeah, like silicone and latex and all this stuff that they brilliantly make these things out of. And you know, you're gonna see it. It airs, you know, tomorrow. You're gonna see it. We had to create this dead body of Joseph Fiennes, and it's beautiful and amazing, but it's naked.
And does he get to weigh in on the naked body and go, oh, man, you know, we could improve certain areas or anything like that?
Like, I don't feel like that's quite accurate. No, he did not. But I will say I kind of had his back because when I initially saw it, because I was directing, they had, like, ripped off his penis. Like, ripped off half his penis. And I was like, whoa, like, come on, guys. Like, I don't know if we need to really go. There was like a whole penis conversation, a whole testicle conversation, and truly, and what the damage would be and all of that. And I was like, those women aren't gonna put their mouths anywhere near that thing. You know what I mean? Like, and so I reinstated his penis.
Oh, oh, wow, you saved his penis. Oh, I hope he appreciates that.
I hope he appreciates it,
You had his back and his front, too. That's really... Elisabeth Moss is here. When we come back, we will see a clip from season 5 of The Handmaid's Tale.
Serena knows I killed Fred.
How could she know that?
I did something. I sent her a finger. It's Fred's finger.
What?
I cut it off of him.
That is Elisabeth Moss in season 5 of The Handmaid's Tale. You gave the finger, yeah.
That was the funniest clip I could find for you.
But in a way, also, you know, I think it makes people who watch the show very happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly justified.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
Yes, at least a finger.
Yeah, at least a finger, but not the penis.
But not the penis. No, that's going too far.
Too far.
This is not the first time you've worked with a severed body part. I don't know if you are aware or remember way back when, as we dip occasionally into your career as a kid actor, you were on the show Picket Fences.
That's right. This was my first show.
Your very first show. And I wouldn't say it's a traditional TV kid actor first show.
Oh, no.
Hello, class. Today I brought in a very interesting piece. It's a specimen.
Excellent. A specimen of what?
A specimen of a hand.
Is it real?
Oh, yes. It's dead, but very real. Hey! I see you!
Good snap.
I haven't seen that in many years.
You think your experience as acting, as starting so young, is why you can direct these shows? Because you look at like people like, well, with kid actors, it goes one way or the other. It seems like, and you got like guys like Ron Howard, Jason Bateman. You're directing now. Who?
I like that you put me in that category.
Well, yeah. I mean, then there's the prison category.
Thanks for putting me in the former one. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it seems to be something that has become a theme, decapitated body parts and things like that in my work.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I realize.
Maybe you run with that. Yeah. Well, it's great to see you. The new season, season 5 of The Handmaid's Tale, premieres tomorrow on Hulu. Elisabeth Moss, everybody. Thank you, Elizabeth. We'll be back with Diego